Hi, I'm Mike Thompson. It's getting hot out here. It was 91 the other day with a heat index of 97. So what I'm going to do is install a window air conditioner right here. There's not a window. Yes, I know. We're going to make a facsimile of a window right there. So let's get to it before it gets much hotter. So I first nailed these two little supports up here to the studs. And then I got to remove this center stud because the instructions say that, well, the minimum window width is slightly larger than my inter-stud dimension. So I'm going to mark this here at 46 and cut it. And then this here is a window sill that's going to go on the outside that I'm notching here. Leave a little bit extra there so it looks like an actual sill. And we'll test fit it from the inside. That looks pretty good. It's going to go like so. And now I can put the headers in. Two 2x4s cut to 46 inches. Then what I didn't show you here yet is I sandwich a piece of 1/2 inch plywood in between to build up the 3.5 inch thickness for the stud. But test fit here looks pretty good. I'll have to shim that little stud there on top later. And let's nail everything in for good here. My little supports. I want it to slant at least 3 degrees to the outside, so I'm checking that here. And you can see there my test holes outdoors. Now, I changed my mind because after reading the instructions, I realized they're including the louvers that go on the outside of the unit. Well, I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to use the bare unit. And so after measuring the actual air conditioner, I found that my inter-stud distance was actually okay. And so I'm re-drilling my initial position holes here.
I can see daylight. Point of no return.
My oscillating multi-tool was too dull, and so I'm using these drill bits here all in a row in rapid succession and at multiple angles so that I can get my reciprocating saw in there. And daylight. Awesome. Now, reciprocating saw time. All the way over to there. Times 4. The saber saw here didn't quite reach because of the foot plate there at the bottom. So I had to, kind of get creative with things, cutting this square hole. Or rectangular hole, rather. Just kind of finesse this last inch here with this. All right. And then we do the side, and then I come around and get the top. And there it is. Look at that. Whew! Okay, definitely no turning back now. Now I finally can place my headers in here on top of these other little supports. And it looks like that's going to fit pretty well. It's flush with the hole I just cut. Perfect. Make sure that my dimensions are correct. And they are 19 3/4. Awesome. Okay. And now I'll flip my windowsill around and put it on the outside. Let's see here. I'm going to need to trim that just a bit. And mark this here. Because I had it measured for my stud to stud distance. So quick work on the bandsaw here. There we go. And perfect fit. Look at that. Awesome. Doesn't look half bad either. Okay, now I'm going to cut the flashing to go all the way around to the top and the two sides. Bend it in place. Oh, I didn't show you that, did I? I'm sorry. But anyway, what I'm doing now here is measuring the distance to those brackets on the bottom that you can see under there to the front, because I need to make some brackets to hold these brackets back. Otherwise, this thing tilts, as you see like that. Because remember, I want this thing to be tilted about 3 degrees downhill so that any rain that falls on top doesn't run into the shop. Then these little 1x8 inch strips here make nice little brackets. And they are identical. And then I'll drill 2 holes in the face of each so that I can secure this to the header. Well, it's not a header anymore, now it's a sill. Push that back there, and that's going to hold that and keep it from tipping back forward. Perfect. And the other side, and that's it. Here you can see it is from the outside, slightly tilted down. I've got that piece of flashing there on top in between the inner and outer facing of the shop. That way rain can't come in that way. And all cocked up and ready to go. Look at that. And we'll set it for 75. Well, that's really all there is to it. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm Mike Thompson, and thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.